Welcome in to field number 1 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex for game number 3 of the day here on day 11 of FGCL play. And we have the Loggerheads from Sarasota taking on the Anna Maria Aquanauts. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon for the third game of the day. Loggerheads entering today's game at 3-5. They're on a one-game win streak under head coach Danielle Watson. Tied for 10th with the Aquanauts in league play. Leading things off is Sophie Mazzola, the center fielder. Grazia Mazzola, the second baseman, will bat second. Ava Vandernoff, shortstop, batting third. Chloe Nelson, left field, batting fourth. Morgan Volgraff, right fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Alexandra Cutinelli, the first baseman. And that's a leadoff walk issued to Mazzola. Lexi Beldowitz, third base, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Ava Davis, the extra hitter. Brooke Pashota, catching, batting ninth. And Caroline Satin, as a player, will bat 10th. They're facing in the circle for the Aquanauts the righty, Sophia Bertoli. Bertoli, a freshman at Boston College in 2026. So far here in FGCL play, she's making her 7th appearance for the Aquanauts. 17 innings, a 1-2 record, 10 runs allowed, 9 have been earned, a 3.71 ERA. As a team, the Knots, through 8 games, have given up 51 runs, 41 earned, a 5.63 team ERA. Grazia Mazzola, 7 of 16, batting .438. 8 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a homer and 3 doubles, 4 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. .591 the on-base percentage. Defensively for the Aquanauts, Young in left, Thomas in center, Henson in right. Flores at third. Wyndham at short, Shoemaker at second, Carpenter at first, with Bartholomew catching. Fadley and Aldrich, the DP, and extra hitter, and that is strike 3 on Mazzola. One out now with a runner on first for Ava Vandernoff. Vandernoff is 3 of 12, batting .250 with a run driven in and a hit by pitch on the year. As a team, the Loggerheads, through 8 games, have a team batting average of .395. They've scored 80 runs, team on-base percentage of .475. Drops in a bit too low. Earlier today here on field 1, the Squeeze run ruled the Queens in 5 innings, 9-0. And we just saw the Swashbucklers give the Slice their first loss of the season, an 8-4 win for the Swashbucklers. Runner goes. She is going to be safe. So still on base for Mazzola. On field 2 today, on day 11, the River Mocs beat the Rodeo 4-2, and it was the Snowbirds getting past the Impact 6-5. Skeeters and Sea Cows are underway. We'll keep you up to date as that one continues. And that's ball 4. Now runners on first and second with 1 out for the Loggerheads here in the first inning. Now bring up the left fielder, Chloe Nelson. Nelson, 4 of 13, batting .308, 2 runs scored and a run driven in. She's been walked 3 times. .438 the on-base percentage. That's fouled away. The Loggerheads on Tuesday. Everybody had an off day yesterday. And the Loggerheads had 2 days off. They did not play on Tuesday. They got a 7-0 win over the Snowbirds last time out on Monday. Aquanauts have won 3 in a row entering today's game. On Tuesday, they shut out the Queens 3-0. So after dropping their first 5 games, the Aquanauts now on a 3-game win streak, trying to fight their way out of the bottom 4 in FGCL play. That one's fouled away. For those single elimination playoffs that'll get underway on July 9th. You want to be out of that bottom 4. 14-team playoff. The other pitch, low and outside. Quite a battle here with 1 out. Coming up tomorrow for these 2 teams, the Aquanauts will take on the Circus. That's at noon here on Field 1. Loggerheads have the Swashbucklers at 2:30 here on Field 1. This week 2 of FGCL play continues. That's a fly ball to left. Catch is made by Young. No advancement, and there's 2 away. Now 2 outs, runners on first and second for Morgan Volgraff. Volgraff is 8 of 15, batting .533 here in FGCL play. 7 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, a homer, and 2 doubles, along with 2 walks. Bertoli trying to work around a couple of walks in this inning. .88 degrees under partly cloudy skies at first pitch. Wind blowing out to left field. That's a strike. Called strike. That's fouled off. It's another extended battle here. Between the Loggerhead batters and Sophia Bertoli. It's in the dirt, bounces away. It'll be ball 4, and now, runner thought about coming home, but staying at third is going to be Mazzola, and now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Aquanauts head coach Jenna Lord is going to come out and talk with the entire Aquanauts infield before Alexandra Cuttinelli will be the batter. Cuttinelli on the year, batting .391, 9 of 23 with 7 runs scored, 11 RBIs. One of 2 loggerhead batters with double-digit RBIs. 3 home runs, a double, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch on the season for Cuttinelli. Tully looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Foul back for strike 1. Fly ball to right. Charging in and unable to make the catch is Henson. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And safely at home is the 3rd run. They almost caught Cuttinelli in a rundown. Let her go to try to get the runner out at home. So that'll be a 3 RBI single off the bat of Alexandra Cuttinelli. And the Loggerheads have a 3-0 lead. First pitch lined into right center field by Lexi Beldowitz. Cuttinelli will stay at third, and runners are on the corners. Back-to-back singles. Loggerheads looking for more here in the top of the 1st inning. For the extra hitter, Ava Davis. Davis, 3 of 11, batting .273, 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a walk on the season. Takes first pitch in the dirt and taking off for second. And advancing on the wild pitch is Beldowitz. So now both runners are in scoring position with 2 outs. 3-0 Loggerheads. That's all come with 2 gone. Swung on and missed. That's fouled away. Over on field 2, they're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Skeeters with a 2-0 lead over the Sea Cows. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got her the rise, and that'll do it for the Loggerheads here in the 1st. But Sarasota takes the early lead as they get 3 runs on 2 hits. There are no errors and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 1st inning. 3-0 Loggerheads. This is the FGCL. 3-0 Loggerheads as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Jada Thomas leading things off for the Aquanauts, who are 3-5 entering today's game, a 3-game win streak for head coach Jenna Lord, and they are tied with the Loggerheads for 10th place in league play entering today's game. Center fielder Jada Thomas leading things off with Kaylee Wyndham. Shortstop batting second, Emma Shoemaker, the second baseman, will bat third. Chloe Aldrich, designated player, batting fourth. Carson Carpenter, first baseman, batting fifth, and Thomas is down on strikes to start things off. They'll bring up Kaylee Wyndham. Jedi Young batting sixth. Emilia Bartholomew, the catcher, will bat seventh. Gracie Flores, third base, batting eighth. Nyla Harrison, the right fielder, batting ninth. And Sophie Fadley, extra hitter, batting 10th. They're facing in the circle for the Loggerheads, right-handed freshman out of the University of Florida, Caroline Stanton. Stanton on the year for the Loggerheads in her fifth appearance. She's pitched 13 innings with an 0-2 record. 14 runs allowed, 12 have been earned. 6.46 the ERA. 15 hits, 15 strikeouts to 10 walks. As a team, Loggerheads through 8 games have allowed 76 runs, 63 earned for an 8.82 team ERA. Kaylee Wyndham on the year at the plate for the Knots is 2 of 13. 154 the average with a run scored. She has a double and a walk. As a team, the Knots through 8 games, 33 runs scored, a 213 team batting average, and a 323 team on base percentage. Defensively for the Loggerheads, Nelson in left, Mazzola in center, Volgraf in right, Beldowitz at third, Vandernoth at short, Mazzola at second, Cuttinelli at first, with Pashota behind the plate, catching Stanton, Davis the DP. That's in the dirt. Called strike. That one comes in high. Fill up the count, 3-2. Payoff pitch to Wyndham is a one-hopper to third. Beldowitz has it. Stopping the throw. There's 2 away. So 2 out now, nobody on for the second baseman, Emma Shoemaker. Shoemaker is 4 of 17, batting .235. 1 run, 1 RBI, 1 home run, 1 double, and 2 walks on the season. Season closing in on the second full week of play. I'll give you the standings entering this 2:30 window on day 11 as that one's fouled back. The Slice, despite the loss, still in first place. They're 9-1. The Squeeze in second at 7-2. Swashbucklers now in third at 7-3. But they do now have the head-to-head tiebreaker over the slice. Finns and Rivermocks tied for fourth at 6-3. Rodeo in sixth at 4-5. Impact and Queens, along with the Snowbirds at 4-6, all tied for seventh. Tied for tied for 10th is the Loggerheads and the Aquanauts, these two teams. Circus at 3-6, they're in 12th. And 13th is the Sea Cows at 2-6, and the Skeeters at 2-7 and 14th. So here in this window, we have four teams playing each other that are in the same area of the standings. Sea Cows and Skeeters over on field 2, and Loggerheads and Knots here on field 1. As that's in the dirt for ball 4, and Shoemaker draws the walk, giving the Knots a base runner with 2 outs. And Loggerheads scored all 3 of their runs in the top of the first inning with 2 outs. Chloe Aldrich now the batter. That first pitch is popped up behind the second base bag. Vandernoth and Mazzola come together, but Vandernoth holds on to it for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Aquanauts here in the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played an inning. Loggerheads lead at 3-0. This is the FGCL. Brooke Bashota leading things off for the Loggerheads here in the second. 9-10-1. Due up for the Loggerheads. They'll face Sophia Bertoli for the second inning of work for her. Loggerheads lead at 3-0. Bashota is 8 of 25, batting .320. 6 runs scored, 11 runs driven in with 2 homers, a double. She has struck out 6 times. That's a called strike. Sophia Bertoli in the circle for the Aquanauts, the right-handed freshman out of Boston College. Originally from Coral Springs, Florida. Saw limited action for the Eagles this past year in 4 innings. Gave up 7 hits and 8 runs. Her sister, Bella, played softball at USF, and her mom, Clara, a gymnast at Columbia. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. She gets the strikeout to start things off here in the first inning. Second straight strikeout and third of the day for Bertoli. And that will bring up the pitcher, Caroline Stanton. First pitch, Stanton is outside for ball 1. Stanton, 6 of 19, batting .316 on the season, 8 runs scored, 8 runs driven in, has 2 homers, 2 doubles, and 2 walks. Called strike. Three one, swung on and missed. Counts full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. High and inside for ball 4. The walks continue to be an issue for Bertoli. That's her 4th of the game. And we go back to top of the order, and Sophie Mazzola. First pitch is a strike. Mazzola, a sophomore from Eureka, Missouri. 2026, a sophomore at Washington, where she was on the Big Ten All-Tournament team. For the Huskies, batted .322, 37 of 115 with 20 RBIs, 3 home runs, a triple, 9 doubles, and 27 runs scored. It's always considered Washington a dream school, and that's where she is playing her collegiate softball. That came in and hit her. Mazzola heads down to first on the hit by pitch. So he's reached on 2 free passes, a walk and a hit by pitch. And I'll bring up Grazia Mazzola. Mazzola, like her sister, Washington Husky. She's a freshman this past season after early enrolling. Redshirted this past year. Which, according to the new legislation from the NCAA, the redshirt will be a thing of the past. Five for 5 is now the law of the land. And age-based eligibility, which is not something we've really had to deal a whole lot with in softball, but other sports, eliminating the people playing to almost their 30 years old in football and basketball. That one's outside. So he looks in, and here comes the payoff pitch. It's outside for ball 4. So after the leadoff strikeout, it's been walk, hit by pitch, walk, and the bases are now loaded with one out. And Ava Vandernoff, she walked and scored her first time. Vandernoff, a sophomore at Fordham in 2026 from North Babylon, New York. For the Rams, batted 197, 14 of 71, 10 RBIs with a double and a run scored. Three 0 now the count. Infield playing in for the Aquanauts. There's a strike. It's 3-1. That misses for ball 4. And that'll bring in a run. It's now 4-0. And that will bring about the pitching change. Vandernoff walks for the second time today, driving in a run. And the new pitcher for the Aquanauts is going to be Bree Hopkins. Hopkins making her 7th appearance for the Knots. She's pitched 16 innings with a 1-2 record, 9 runs allowed, 7 have been earned. A 3.06 ERA, 17 hits, 11 strikeouts, and 7 walks. She takes over for Sophia Bertoli, who just had issues finding the strike zone today. In an inning and a third, gave up 2 hits, 4 runs. They're all earned, responsible for all 3 runners on base. 6 walks to 3 strikeouts. First pitch to Chloe Nelson is a called strike. Nelson had a fly out her first time. Nelson, a sophomore at Dodge City from VC, Oklahoma. At Dodge City, batted .347 this past year, 41 of 121. That's a fly ball, foul ground, right-hand side, and it will be caught. And, out at third on the tag, on the throwback, is Mazzola for the 3rd out of the inning. The Loggerhead head coach, Danielle Watson, is asking for obstruction. And it will not be granted. So a fly-out double play ends the inning for the Loggerheads as they get a run on no hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left. We move to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's 4-0 Loggerheads. This is the FGCL. Carson Carpenter leading things off for the Aquanauts here in the bottom of the second inning. They trail 4-0 to Loggerheads. Carpenter is 3 of 16, batting 188, 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in with a double and 4 walks. It's Caroline Stanton in the circle for the Loggerheads, right-handed freshman out of Florida. Early enrolled and redshirted in Gainesville this past year. Three-time 6A state champion in Georgia, the 2026 Gatorade National Player of the Year. Gets the strikeout. And there's one gone. Here in the second. And that will bring up now the left fielder, J.D. Young. Young is 2 of 13, batting 154. 2 runs scored with a walk. Takes that pitch high. Called strike. Swing and a miss. That's foul back. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the second inning. 3 on the day for Stanton. There's 2 gone for the catcher, Emilia Bartholomew. Fly ball hit well to deep right field, and that's going to get over the right fielder's head and get all the way to the wall. Bartholomew will dig for second. She'll stand up there with a 2-out double. So 2-out double. Puts a runner on second for the third baseman, Gracie Flores. That ball bounces in, bounces away. Kashota couldn't find it for a moment. But the wild pitch moves the runner to third. Flores 1 for 16 here in FGCL play. She scored 4 runs and has drawn a couple walks. Timeout call, and Danielle Watson's going to come out and talk things over with Stanton. Over on field 2, they're in the bottom of the third inning, and the Skeeters looking to put together a win streak. They now lead it 8-2 over the Sea Cows. Flores fouls that away. It's a ground ball. Diving stop at deep short by Vandernoth, but she'll have no play. And that's an RBI single on the infield by Gracie Flores, and the Knots are on the board. It's now 4-1. Nyla Henson now the batter. First pitch to her is fouled away. 4-1. Henson, also 2 of 13, batting 154 with a run scored, a double, a walk and a hit by pitch. Takes that first for a ball. Two one, 3-1, excuse me, is inside for ball 4. So the Aquanauts with some 2-out production. From the bottom of the order, runners now on first and second with 2 outs for the extra hitter, Sophie Fadley. Fadley 1 of 15 with 2 runs scored, an RBI. That one, a home run. She's walked twice. And that ball hit her. So Fadley takes one that glances off her elbow guard. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and we go back to the top of the order, and Jada Thomas. She struck out her first time up. It's fouled back. 1-1. Thomas, first team all-conference in the A-Sun at Jacksonville as a freshman, while being on the all-freshman team. Batted .355 for the Dolphins. 31 RBIs, 4 homers, 7 triples, and 10 doubles. 51 runs scored. 460 the OBP for her. Takes that for a ball. Second year not. Last year, batted .360 as an incoming freshman with 15 RBIs, 4 home runs, and 5 doubles. 3 balls and a strike on her now. Three-one, that's a ground ball to short. Vandernoth has it, makes the throw in time for out number 3 to retire the side, and Stanton gets out of the bases loaded jam here, allowing just a 1 run in the second inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We played 2. It's 4-1. Loggerheads with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the third inning. Morgan Volgraff leading things off for the Loggerheads as they tried to answer back after the Aquanauts got on the board. In the bottom of the second, they lead at 4-1 to the Loggerheads. Volgraff walked and scored her first time up against Bree Hopkins, the second pitcher of the day for the Aquanauts. Final line for Sophia Batoli. An inning in the third, 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 6 walks, and 3 strikeouts. That's popped up, foul ground, third base side, and unable to track it down is Wyndham as she collides with the fence down the left field line. Four runs on 2 hits, no errors, 4 left for the Loggerheads, a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 4 left for the Aquanauts. Called strike 3. Volgraff down on strikes, and there's one away. They'll bring up Alexandra Cuttinelli, who cleared the bases with a 3 RBI single in the first, and that one's through again for a base knock. This one's going to get all the way to the wall. Cuttinelli will dig for second, and she will stand up there with the double. The throw gets away, but now backed up. So Cuttinelli now 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Great start of the day for the St. Mary's product. We'll bring up now the third baseman, Lexi Beldowitz. She singled her first time. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Beldowitz, a freshman at USF this past year. She's in the transfer portal. Fouls that one away. From Oviedo, Florida. For the Bulls this past year was 6 of 18. 333 the average with 5 RBIs, had a double and 2 runs scored. That's blooped into left field. That's down for a base hit. Cuttinelli will stay at third. Throw from Young came back in behind her. And runners are now on the corners with 1 away. And I'll bring up the extra hitter, Ava Davis. She struck out her first time. From Anacoco, Louisiana. Incoming freshman heading to Houston Christian. First pitch is a strike. Slapped at and missed. 0-2. That one slapped to third. It's going to be close. Looking back, the runner and not making a throw is Flores. And that's going to be an infield single for Ava Davis. And the bases are now loaded with 1 away. with the catcher, Brooke Bashota, now batting. Bashota 0 for 1, struck out her first time. That's a ball. Bashota, native of Gilbert, Arizona, a junior at UNLV in 2026 in the transfer portal. Fouls that one away. Started a career at Utah Tech. 1 for 3 with a double in 2026 for the Rebels. It's a ground ball to short. They'll underhand it to second for 1 and won't be able to turn the double play. Beating it out is Bashota. So that'll be an RBI fielder's choice, bringing home Cuttinelli, and it is now 4-1. Excuse me, it is now 5-1. So an RBI fielder's choice for Bashota. Beldowitz the third, and Davis is out at second. Two out now, runners on the corners. Back to a 4-run lead. The first pitch to Caroline Stanton's fouled away. Stanton walked and scored in the second. That hits her. Went behind and it got a piece of Stanton. So Stanton will head down to first on the hit by pitch. And Loggerheads once again have the bases loaded with 2 outs. And Morgan Clark will come out to run on first base for Stanton. Courtesy runner. First pitch is called strike. On Sophie Mazzola, who has no official at bat today. She walked in the first and was hit by a pitch in the second. It's fouled away. It's fouled off. That one's well hit to deep center field. Back and making the catch up against the fence is Thomas for the third out of the inning. Sophie Mazzola just misses a grand slam, but the out is made and they leave them loaded. Loggerheads score a run. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We head to the bottom of the third, 5-1. Loggerheads with a lead. Kaylee Wyndham, first pitch swinging. Ground ball to Vandernoth. The throw is in time for the first out of the inning. Now bring up Emma Shoemaker. She walked her first time. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Shoemaker, sophomore in 2026 at Charlotte. Was 2 of 29 for the 49ers this past year. An RBI and a couple of doubles. Roopville, Georgia. Lifts this one. Shallow right charging in, and Vograf and Mazzola collide. So that'll be an E9. You could hear both of them saying, I got it, I got it, I got it. And neither one peeled off, and it resulted in the error. Ground ball to first. They'll tag the first base bag, and because the force was wiped off, the tag not applied in time to turn the double play. So the ground out by Chloe Aldrich now puts Shoemaker on second. For Carson Carpenter, she struck out her first time. First pitch fouled away. Carpenter, a freshman at Cowley College from Derby, Kansas. For Cowley this past year, batted .389, 61 to 157, 49 RBIs, had 12 homers, and a couple of triples. 12 doubles, 52 runs scored, a .434 on base percentage. Stanton looks in. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And that'll do it for the Aquanauts here in the third. No runs, no hits. There was one error and one left. We played 3. 5-1's the score. Loggerheads with the lead. This is the FGCL. Grazia Mazzola leading things off for the Loggerheads here in the fourth. They lead it 5-1. Mazzola 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Mazzola fouls that one away, 2-1. Line drive to short. Catch is made by Wyndham. Route number 1. And that brings up Ava Vandernoth. Vandernoth, no official at bats today. 2 plate appearances, 2 walks, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch is called strike. That one is a slow roller to the pitcher. Now charging in is Aldrich from first, and she turns and makes the throw in time to get Vandernoth for out number 2. So now the Aquanauts have an opportunity to sit down the Loggerheads in order for the first time today with Chloe Nelson at the plate. 0 for 2. A fly out in the first and a fly out into a double play in the second. First pitch is a called strike. Not only would it be the first time Loggerheads have been sit down in order, it would be the first time Loggerheads would have been kept off the board. 3 in the first, 1 in the second and third innings. That ball's driven to deep center field and it's off the wall. Rounding first and heading to second. Sliding in safely is Chloe Nelson. A 2-out double. Keeps the inning alive for Loggerheads. As Nelson just missed. Putting one over the fence. It was just short of it, but got the double. And now Loggerheads have an opportunity to put runs on the board with Morgan Vograf at the plate. First pitch misses for ball 1. Vograf walked and scored in the first, struck out in the third. Three and 1 the count now. Now the 2-2. Line into center field for the base hit. Nelson will round third. She'll come in to score, and that's an RBI single for Morgan Volgraff. And the Loggerheads keep their streak of scoring in every inning alive. An RBI single for Morgan Volgraff, and it is now 6-1. Now Alexandra Cuttinelli will be the batter. 2 for 2. A 3 RBI double in the first. Doubled and scored. That was a single, and doubled and scored in the third. And first pitch is high for ball 1. Bunt is down. It's foul. Cuttinelli was first team all West Coast Conference at St. Mary's. The Gales who made the run to the regional finals in the Eugene Regional. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cuttinelli is tied for 5th most RBIs in program history entering the 2027 season at St. Mary's. 2-2's fouled off. Stays live. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count full at 3-2. Runner will get a head start here with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. That one's hammered to deep center field. Way back. Way gone. Two-run shot for Alexandra Cuttinelli. She's now 3 for 3 on the day. A triple short of the cycle. And the Loggerheads lead at 8-1. Aquanauts have gone from about to get out of the inning to 3 straight hits for Loggerheads and 3 runs. First pitch to Lexi Beldowitz is a called strike. Beldowitz is 2 for 2. She singled twice. Fly ball to shallow left. Now charging in and missing it. Sunball for Young, and that will be a gift single for Beldowitz. She's now 3 for 3. And now Ava Davis will have an opportunity. The runner on first and 2 outs. Davis is 1 for 2 with a single. That first pitch is slap foul for strike 1. Davis slaps that one through. Runners now on first and second with 2 outs. That's 5 straight 2-out hits for the Loggerheads. And now they have a chance here in the top of the 4th inning to put this one into run rule territory. Brooke Peixoto will be the batter. 0 for 2 had an RBI fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Strikeout in the 2nd. First pitch is a called strike. And that's a blooper. That's going to fall for a base hit in the shallow right field. Coming in to score will be Beldowitz. And that's an RBI single for Brooke Peixoto. 2nd run driven in of the day. 6 straight hits for the Loggerheads. 4 runs are in. It is now 9-1. Now Caroline Stanton's the batter. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. It's a screaming line drive in the scorebook, but the bloop single finds its way down. Stanton fouls that one off. Stanton, 2 plate appearances today. She's been walked, and she's been hit. Swing and a miss by Stanton on the off speed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's fouled away. Two, again fouled away. Wayne get some foul and or home run balls back so we can continue play. It's outside, and the count's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 6 straight hits for the Loggerheads. They've scored 4 in the inning. They lead at 9-1. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. And that'll do it for the Loggerheads here in the 4th inning. But they do get the 4 runs on 6 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 9-1. Loggerheads with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Loggerheads with a 9-1 lead. Jetty Young leading things off for the Aquanauts as they try to answer back. The Loggerheads put up a crooked number, a 4 spot in the 4th. Young struck out her first time. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Loggerheads have scored every inning. 3 in the first, 1 in the second and the 3rd, and then the 4th spot, all with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Aquanauts' 1 run came in the bottom of the 2nd. Caroline Stanton back out now for her 4th inning of work. She's given up 2 hits and the 1 run in 3 innings. 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. And she's hit a batter. Young hammers this one to center field. That one's back and gone. Jetty Young, a solo shot. Leading things off here in the 4th inning to make it 9-2. For Young, that's her first home run and first RBI of FGCL play. They'll bring up Emilia Bartholomew, who doubled and scored her first time. It is now gone final over on field 2. The Skeeters run rule the Sea Cows 10-2 in 5 innings. That's popped up. Catch made by Beldowitz for the first out of the inning. So the Skeeters looking to break out of that bottom 4. They've put a couple of really good offensive, especially performances together here the last couple of games. Flores grounds this one to first. Convenient hop. There's 2 gone. That's popped up back behind the pitcher, and that's going to fall for a base hit. So Nyla Hinson with the infield single. Keeps the inning alive with 2 outs. And Sophie Fadley will be the batter. She was hit by a pitch her first time up. Stanton comes inside again, this time low and in. That's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fadley down on strikes, and that'll do it for the Aquanauts here in the 4th, but they get a run back. Solo homer by Jetty Young. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the 5th inning, 9-2 Loggerheads. This is the FGCL. 9-2 Loggerheads as we head to the 5th inning. Mazzola, Vandernoth due up for the Loggerheads with a 9-2 lead. Bree Hopkins back out for another inning of relief for the Aquanauts. First pitch, Mazzola takes that into right field for the base hit. Leadoff single for Sophie Mazzola. New Aquanaut defensive alignment. Riley in left, Sweat in center, Riley in right. Sorry, Young is still in left. Riley in right. Wyndham at third, Pierce at short, Shoemaker at second, Aldrich at first with Fadley now catching. Grazia Mazzola is the batter. 0 for 2 with a walk. That's popped up. Catch made by Pierce back behind second base for out number 1. I'll bring up Ava Vandernoth. Vandernoth 0 for 1. Walked and scored in the first, had an RBI walk in the second, a ground out in the fourth. That's fouled away. That's fouled away. Half swing, and that's a blooper. That's going to fall for a base hit down the left field line. Just fair. So the bloop single puts runners now on first and second with one guy. For Chloe Nelson. Nelson's 1 for 3. Couple of flyouts and doubled and scored in the fourth, just missing a home run. Loggerheads trying to score at least one run here in this inning to put this back into run rule territory. 7-run lead for the Loggerheads. Touch outside, 2-1. Excuse me, 3-1. It's a fly ball to left center field. Ranging back and making the catch is Young, tagging up from second. Safely in at third is Mazzola. And there's 2 away. Morgan Volgraff is now the batter. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. First pitch is popped up. Tripping over second base and unable to make the catch is Pierce. Everyone is safe, and the run comes in. It is now 10-2 on the E6. Mazzola scores. Vandernoff now to third. And Pierce had a beat on it, was going to make the catch, and then stumbled over the second base bag and lost track of it. First pitch to Alexandra Cuttinelli is a fly ball to center, and for the first time today, she is retired to end the inning. But the Loggerheads do get a run. 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and the Aquanauts have to score at least 1. It's 10-2. Loggerheads with the lead. This is the FGCL. Jay Thomas leading things off for the Aquanauts here in the 5th inning. Aquanauts have to score at least 1 to keep the game going. It's 10-2. Thomas is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. That one's taken to right field, and a leaping grab by Volgraf in right. Steals extra bases from Thomas, and there's 1 away. Off the bat, I thought for sure that had burned Volgraf, but she ranged back, made a leaping grab for the first out. Kaylee Wyndham now the batter, 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. First pitch is in there for a strike. Score holds up. Caroline Stanton would be the winner. Sophia Bertoli would take the loss for the Aquanauts. That came inside. 1-1. Again, these 2 teams tomorrow. Loggerheads will take on the Swashbucklers. That's at 2:30 on Field 1. On Field 1 at noon, the Aquanauts and Circus. Day 12 triple header starting at 9:30. It's again fouled off. That's fouled away. Line to third, and that's another great grab defensively by the Loggerheads. Bedowitz grabs the liner. 2 out. And the last chance for the Aquanauts is Emma Shoemaker, who is 0 for 1, a walk in the first, reached on error in the third. First pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball to short. Vandernoth is there. She'll make the stop and the throw for out number 3. And that'll do it in 5 innings. Your final score, Loggerheads 10, Aquanauts 2. The Aquanauts here in the 5th inning go down in order for the first time today. With the win, Loggerheads improved to 4 and 5. The Aquanauts will fall to 3 and 6, and that snaps a 3-game win streak for the Knots. Loggerheads now on a 2-game streak. Ten runs on 13 hits with an error and 11 left for the Loggerheads. Aquanauts 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 6 runners left on base. Sophia Bertoli takes the loss for the Aquanauts, a complete game victory for Caroline Stanton. That's going to wrap up our broadcast day here on field number 1. Day 11, triple header has wrapped up. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 for another triple header, day number 12 of FGCL play. For everyone here at the FGCL, I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you for joining us as the Aquanauts fall to Loggerheads 10-2 in 5 innings. Until tomorrow morning, good night from Bradenton.